Good evening all. In this video, we'll discuss about transaction price, SSPs and their allocation. And based on the allocation and the event type, how will the revenue be allocated, which is also called as revenue schedule or amortization schedule. So we'll take a small scenario which we've already discussed in our last video, where a telecom company offers annual package for 1200 rupees, and whoever subscribes to that annual package will get mobile worth 400 for just 1 rupee, and then Amazon Prime subscription, which is worth 600, they would get just for 299 rupees. We've also seen this example where these three materials were used. These are mobile device, internet data, and Amazon subscription. We have taken each one quantity each, and then this is the transaction price. For mobile, since we are getting it just for 1 rupee, we are taking its net price as 1 rupee. For internet, 1200, and for Amazon, we will be taking 299 rupees as their net prices, and the overall transaction price is 1500. However, based on the SSPs, the allocated amounts of each of these performance obligations are 272, 818, and then 409. So again, since the first one is a mobile device or a hardware, its POB type is event, and it will be recognized in the first month itself, the whole revenue against that POB. And for the second two POBs, which are time based, we will be apportioning or amortizing these allocated amounts throughout the length of the contract into each equal parts, and then we'll recognize the revenue as and when we reach the periods. Since we are in the first period, we will be recognizing these two amounts, and as and when we approach the subsequent months, we'll recognize these amounts towards their POBs. So we'll take the same scenario into SAP and then see how will the workings be. So I'll take from the first. We'll first go to VA01, which is to create an order. Give the customer number. Give all the materials, their quantity, their amounts. These are their amounts. These SSPs are already maintained in BRF application. I'll show you and when we come to that. Save this. Once it is saved, you have to take this number, go to for amount, give your order number against header ID, process it. Select all, process them. These are processed. Now you go to contract search. Give the order number, you will get the RAC number. Once come here, you can see that these performance obligations are mentioned against each of the material that we've given, the sales order. These are their transaction prices, 100, sorry, 1 to 1200 and 299, based on the standalone selling prices, which are already given. Here it has taken the allocated amount. Now if you go to revenue schedule, it will show how much to be recognized each month. So for the mobile device, the whole amount will be recognized as and when the fulfillment is complete. But for the mobile data, allocated amount 81.8 is allocated equally throughout the length of the contract, right, which is 12 months. And this has also happened with the case of Amazon Prime. So the amount of 409 is equally distributed throughout the length of the contract, which is again 12 months. We will now see another scenario where this transaction prices are changed. In this example, instead of 1200, let us give 1500 here. And then mobile device, let us keep it the same. Whereas subscription will change this to, let us suppose, only 199. We will now create a same scenario with these amounts and then see how will the revenue schedule be. Again, for this, you have to go to VA01 and then create a scenario, right? VA01, give some customer number, materials, quantities, rates. Save the order. Now it is 414. Change this to 414. Execute it. Select all and then process. Once process, come here again. This is RAC, revenue accounting contract. You can now see the again for mobile device 150, 100 and 900, sorry 199, and based on the selling prices, these are also allocated. This is the revenue schedule. Revenue schedule is as well pretty straightforward. Since for the first one is mobile device, all the allocated amount will be recognized the first month based on demand, and coming to the second one and third one, which are based on the time-based performance obligation, so their allocated amount will be equally apportioned throughout the length of the contract. In a third scenario, what do we do? Instead of changing this transaction price, we'll change this SSPs. Let us suppose for the mobile device, we'll take 500, and for the internet, we'll take 1000, and for Amazon Prime, let us take 1200. So as soon as we change these SSPs, we can observe that these figures have as well changed, right? We'll also see the same calculations in SAP. In order to change the SSPs in SAP, we have two routes. One is to go from end user screen, which is here. From as a revenue account administrator, you can go to this simplified BRF plus EI edition table. And then you can go to this SSP table or process SSP table. Here, these are mentioned. This is a very complicated scenario, especially because now we have only few, but in real scenario, will be having hundreds of materials. So in that case, instead of coming here, we go to directly BRF application and then change these rates there itself. I'll show you how you do that in BRF application as well. So close this one. For that, what you have to do? You have to go to this BRF application, SSP, process SSP. So this is where you can see all of them. Our materials are mentioned here. So you can either mention manually input here by going to this edit option. The other option or the best option would be to export these to first into Excel. Once it comes like this, you can now change them easily. So we have decided that for mobile device we would give 500 as SSP, right? Mobile device. This is a mobile device. So here you can mention 500. And for internet data, 1000. And for Amazon, we we are now going ahead with 1200. We update the numbers here, save this, go to now edit option, additional actions, import from Excel, yes, give the location of that file, override, you have to save and activate. Click on save and activate. So if you can see now, these are all activated. You can even see that it is changed. It was earlier in gray color, now it has become green. So now that these are all activated. So you can now close this. If you want to check, you can check from here as well. To just see that these are really updated. Now all these values are updated. Earlier it was coming 600, but it has now become 1200 and this has become 1000, right? We'll close this. Now what do? We will create one more order and then see if these are updated. To do that, go to VA01, create order, give the customer number, take the materials, quantities, and then amounts. Save this. Again same. Take the number, order number, go to for amount, give the sales order against order ID, select all, process. This may take a while initially. Earlier, if you see 400, 1200, and 600, but that was for the earlier scenario. But now that we have updated our SSP table, this will change. See, now SSPs have changed. Initially, it was 400 for the mobile device. Now it has become 500, 1000, and 1200. So this is a way how we can update our SSPs in our SAP using our BRF application. Thank you.